Thanks, Paul. If you could click on to the next slide for me. Thanks, everybody. So just to introduce myself, my name is Steve Escoby. I'm an account director for DX and been with the company for 7 years. So DX, established in 1975, offers a wide variety of services and products that I'll cover over the next few slides. Built across two divisions, our DX Freight division and our DX Express division. And together we offer, as I said, a wide variety of services from small parcels through to mailables, large agricultural tyres, and essentially everything in between. So on the slide in front of you, you can see our DX Freight division. So just to drip through the services quickly. So our DX one-man service is primarily a B2B service to the threshold, again, covering a variety of industries, but typically small boxes through to industrial parts, etc. Again, across a variety of industries. Two-man, DX two-man is our room of choice, typically B2C, so into customers or clients' homes, with again additional services offered: packaging removal, wet fit, light assembly, light installation, etc. Our logistics division, again, probably one of the most varieties in terms of the services that we offer, from warehousing, dedicated solutions, hybrid with our either our B2B or our B2C networks. Again, be it delivering a full warehouse racking for a client setting up a new warehouse, through to white goods and furniture into customers' homes. And then finally on this slide, our international elements. So we've got a wide variety of partners across the world and across Europe that we exchange goods with every day to connect us into that international marketplace. So in our Express division, again, two main elements: our document exchange service used by most of the solicitors in the UK, effectively dropping documents off at 5 p.m. and getting them in and exchanged between solicitors by 9 a.m. the following morning. Our Express division also looks like a more traditional small parcel network, again with both B2B and B2C elements, business to business and business to customer. Again, key focuses on certain industries. So optical would be a big industry for us as well. And you can see some stats in terms of the number of locations, exchanges, vehicles on the slide there. On the next slide, you can see our extensive network. So we're the largest network of its kind in the UK, with 83 sites and growing. And those sites are primarily a mixture of our own in-house depots, dedicated customer-specific locations that can include cross-dock points, as well as 180,000 square foot warehouse dedicated to particular clients. And we do that, and we have that network, and we continue to invest in that network to be both close to our customers and close to our customer clients. Again, being closer means that we can drive down stem mileage and really push the fuel efficiency and reduce the fuel usage that we have, which is a key factor for our customers. And talking about our customers, this is a very small snapshot of some of our key customers across each of the divisions. Again, various solutions which James will come on to talk about, deployed, both dedicated hybrid solutions as well as network solutions. Again, some of these customers are squarely rooted in moving to a transition to a more of a sustainable vehicle. In terms of electric, is the favourite one currently, and we're taking that journey and supporting the customers with that journey. And other customers aren't ready to take that step yet. So that gives you a bit of a flavour about DX, and I'll hand over to James to talk to you about solution design.
Good morning, everyone. I'm James Wood. I'm head of solutions here at DX, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about how we actually use CACI in day-to-day operations, and also from a strategic point of view. So realistically, in daily operations, I'm going to make reference to DX two-man here. Every single consignment that actually goes out on the road on a daily basis is actually planned through CACI truck stops. This gives us a number of different things. It drives productivity on the vehicles that we've actually got out on the road, without a question of a doubt. And as productivity is actually driven, efficiency is driven, lower carbon emissions, so on and so forth. But the second thing it actually gives us is estimated times of arrival. Now, the kind of product that we're actually talking about here, it's large, it's bulky, it's, as Steve made reference to earlier on, a lot of these are washing machines and dishwashers where we're actually doing wet fits on. There could be sofas, it could be garden furniture. It's not the type of thing that you can leave behind the bin if somebody's not in. Let's put it that way. So ETA compliance to us is absolutely key. We plan everything through truck stops. It gives us an ETA for every single consignment, and then what we do is we communicate that out to the customers, so the customers know within a 2-hour window exactly when we're going to be there. This is key for us, as I've said, and we hit somewhere in the region of around in excess of 97.5% compliance on ETAs on everything that's actually out on the road on a daily basis. So from a daily point of view, the truck stops application is absolutely key to us. And if you could move on a slide, the other thing that we actually use truck stops for is solution design. So this is where we've got a potential customer or even an existing customer. Well, what we'll do is we'll actually go through the period of discovery. We'll actually have a look at their data. We'll have a look at the profile. We'll have a look at the fall to earth. We'll have a look at the nature of the product, if there's any type of assembly or wet fit or so on and so forth. And we'll actually determine what's the best solution for that individual customer. Now, Steve made reference earlier on to hybrid solution designs. And a lot of what this is this will be customers who have a fairly hefty fall to earth in a fairly restricted area. And then the rest of the deliveries, which could be north of Scotland, it could be Cornwall, it could be Norfolk, potentially go out via network. Now, the dedicated aspect of that would mean dedicated vehicles, usually in the customer's livery, with drivers in uniforms with the customer's brand on it. And what this is doing is this is driving brand awareness. It's enhancing the customer experience, but it's also driving efficiency, and it's driving efficiency through data-driven solutions. Now, I know that Paul mentioned data-driven solutions earlier on. I've practically got it tattooed somewhere. It's something that we actually feel very, very strongly about. Paul also mentioned earlier on about gut feel. Gut feel generally tends to be right, but when it's backed up with data, it becomes irrefutable. So when we're actually looking at solution designs, the solution that we actually use is the CACI truck stop solution. So we'll analyze the data, we'll put all of the data through the optimization, and it'll come back with the amount of routes, the areas that we actually need to focus on, and so on and so forth. So just a little bit of insight in there to what we actually do. So once we've actually got to the position, we've gone through the discovery aspect of it, we'll design the solution. Our in-house IT team will then integrate with the customer, and we'll project manage it right through to the period where it actually goes live, and I can hand it over to business as usual to someone like my colleague Steve. And just the slide that you're actually looking at now is just a little bit of analysis that we've actually done. So you can see heat maps where the volume of data is going to, profiles of customers' accounts, and zonal balances that we could potentially put in for a customer as well. So I hope that gives you a little bit of insight into how we actually use the CACI solutions that we've got currently and have been working with for quite a period of time. So like I say, and if you've got any questions, then you can use the chat function.